We're live.
I'm nervous now.
Good.
Welcome back to the Post Credits Podcast. Bit of a rebrand.
That's weird to
I
say.
know it is. I'm so used to the other one, but we'll get used to it.
I
Um,
won't. Don't let
so
me.
we're currently developing a logo. We have a temporary one now and a banner, and we're going through it. And I think we're getting towards the end. Something we like, and the name was something that took a bit to come up with, like months, because we gave
Like
up on
a
it and we
like a
came back. It's
year.
just a little more marketable. You know. Anyway, that's just addressing that. So from now on, the intro is dead, the old one. And I don't know what we're gonna do with the other
That's
thumbnails because it
sad.
still has our logo all over it.
I
So
mean, just leave it. I don't think it
yeah,
matters that much.
like a throwback retro
Or you
idea.
could re-upload them to get
No,
more views.
no, I'm not
Okay.
re-uploading those.
Okay. Anyway, so we did a bit of a pivot today. We're supposed to talk about Legend of Korra, but we were a little pressed for time, and we don't have our other partner who talked about Avatar with us. And, we'd like to have him on because I'm sure he has some great input about
Mason
some of the
John.
characters. So, today we're going to talk about Shang-Chi. And we've been talking about Marvel a bit lately, but, why not? Because there's a lot of projects coming out lately, and No Way Home is right around the corner. So,
Yeah, we got to catch up on the stuff.
yeah, we do. Yeah. And
So,
Eternals will be soon. And anyway,
yeah, no one will be
eh,
caught up.
all that out of the way.
Oh, and
Hey,
Venom.
yeah, all that too. I forgot. That's the movie that came out. Anyway, today we have Joey. I don't know if I introduced him yet, but he's been on one a couple times. He was in the WandaVision ones back when we ganged up against Danny on the Mephisto theories.
Yes.
Joy
So we're
was there.
back.
I remember.
Yeah, today's Shang-Chi. So, that came out obviously a couple months ago, but I rewatched like the first half of it recently, but I still remember the whole thing pretty vividly. My thoughts have not really changed. I think they've gotten a little bit better because they were a little harsher at first, but general
Yeah.
thoughts from you guys.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really thought about it much since I've watched it, but I remember coming out of the theater and I was just like, I mean, it was pretty average. I didn't think it deserved the hype that it got just because I felt like, I don't know. I mean, the acting was kind of eh. And the characters weren't like super, like, I don't know. I just couldn't connect with them that well.
What was the Rotten Tomatoes score it got?
In the 90s, right?
Yeah, it was in the 90s. Like
Yeah,
really high
I
90s,
don't.
like
That's
97
pretty
ish,
high.
I think. Yeah,
I
it was
thought
way too high.
it was good, but not like top tier.
I think the surprising thing for me is that the critic score was high, but the audience was even like higher. Like I remember, so the critic score is a 91 and the audience is a 98. So that's pretty.
Dang.
I think it was the highest MCU Rotten Tomatoes score, which is like the opposite of Eternals. So
Yeah. The one thing I will give this movie is it had really, really good well,
CGI.
CGI
Or
and fight scenes. The fight
yeah,
scenes were
the fight scenes were
dynamic
cool.
and it was something new from the MCU and they're straying away from shaky cam fight
I like
scenes. And it was, I mean, it reminded me, and I think brought this up to you, Nathan. It reminded me of the fight scenes in Aquaman.
yeah, for sure. They have those wide shots where you can see the whole thing happening.
Yeah, and the camera's like constantly moving. I thought it was cool.
Yeah. You bro.
Yeah, it was cool too, cause like, it wasn't just like guns and magical lasers. It was like just like more like typical fight scenes. Like the one in the bus was cool.
Yeah, that's
That was the
Um,
best one, I think.
yeah, I like that a lot.
yeah. I mean, my general thoughts are I like the first like 2/3 of this movie, and then I really it was just so unexpected and like out of left field the ending for me, and it didn't like ruin it, but it was definitely a little. I don't know. I was really digging the earlier part in the action sequences and like the way they were telling the story because, like Joey said, it was not magic and guns. It was like its own kind of subgenre, and I enjoyed that. But we'll get into
Yeah,
the pros and cons later. And Steven, I feel like is the only one who's addressed the acting because I feel like nobody's ever said that, and I
I
think
know.
that's true.
I didn't think it was that good. Like
Yeah,
I thought.
even
Um,
Simu, who was like Shang-Chi, I thought he
yeah,
was
he's okay.
average.
I think I'm just in the very beginning. His acting wasn't very good, but then it kind of got better throughout the movie. But then at the end, it was like you're supposed to like relate. Like he was like debating murder, and it just like did not feel like a real issue.
Yeah, it felt like acting.
Yeah,
Like you could like notice it. Like my biggest example is like when Doctor Strange in this trailer, everyone's like kind of throwing shade at that line where he's like, "Let's Scooby Doo this crap," and it's
Oh
like
yeah.
so corny and bad. But like it's not like that's bad acting. He's acting well. It's just horrible dialogue. But like the difference is like
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, I can tell it's like a script kind of. I don't know. That's my best comparison. It's like
yeah,
not a bad actor.
yeah. I get what you're saying.
anyway, we'll start with the pros because I don't have a ton of cons, but like I think that'll be a longer part of the discussion just because there's a lot to talk about. I guess it's more the mixed feelings.
Yeah. Okay. Like I said, fight scenes very good. CGI was really good for the movie, but I think they leaned into it way too much at the end, where it just became like a CGI fest, and it wasn't very entertaining. Um, I liked the storyline. Like, I I liked how it was like kind of different for the MCU. And it like leaned into like this ancient, like mystical power. Um, yeah, and I thought the father was the best character. I think the acting and like just like his whole character arc was good.
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know, I just like that it was different. It wasn't because like all the Marvel characters, everyone pretty much knows, like Hulk and Thor and all them. So Shang-Chi was just kind of like a different character, which made him interesting.
Yeah.
And I feel like he seemed like it wasn't the best like acting, but he seemed a bit more relatable than some of the other guys. Like Tony Stark's not a very relatable character, or even like Peter Parker who gets bitten by a radioactive spider.
Yeah, he's like a normal dude.
Yeah, but like he's a pretty normal guy. He just had a lot of training, which I don't know makes him more relatable. And then yeah, I feel like it kind of at the end it just got kind of lazy with the big giant CGI fight scene. Like they could have like I don't know if they kept it a bit more different at the end because that was kind of a basic ending. If they made it some way different, it could have ended a lot better.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
really know how they would have done that, but
if I can just pop in, like the CGI for the hand to hand between the Shang-Chi and the father, that fight scene was really good. I thought. Like I thought the CGI was like
yeah,
good and not too much, but like with the dragon and
yeah. No.
like that was way too much. That was so unnecessary. It was just not
The
needed.
the dragon was kind of cool. I just didn't like the giant demon soul sucker thing.
Yeah,
I was
it
just
was
like,
just like they just try to throw too many conflicts. I just would rather have seen the father go against like him.
Yeah. I mean basics like the best way like I think Joey described that like last scene. It just felt like they reverted back to how they normally because like some of my favorite movies and Marvel movies all end with CGI like blockbusters. But and it works for that. But because this one was trying to be something different and it was like so different the rest of the way, it just felt so off when they just went back to a huge fight at the end with all this VFX and like I don't know. In this case, I would have been fine with just like the one-on-one combat, like you said, with his dad, because that's kind of what the theme was. It felt like, but
yeah, I feel like Marvel's kind of trying to go in different directions, like with Eternals and then the shows. Um, but then yeah, it just ended like the same as they always do.
I think as far as characters go, I liked Shang-Chi, even though I had those little like gripes with him, I guess. I liked what's Steve?
I didn't know what you were gonna say. Just keep going.
I liked the Mandarin. I thought he was a good. Oh god,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not gonna.
he was good. He was good.
I know the
He was
Mandarin was
funny.
like he again, like we talked about the compelling villains. Like they actually are trying again. You know, like he was motivated by love. And they write him really well, where you don't like hate him, and it makes sense. And I thought the old Mandarin was good. The Iron Man 3 one. I thought he was hilarious, but I
Yeah,
thought he was
he
also
was a
good
good character.
for a super long time. I
Yeah,
thought it was funny at the start, but I heard people saying that he stuck around and he definitely overstayed his welcome. It felt like.
that's fair.
And as far as characters go that I liked, that was it. And the rest were okay, except for one that I hate with a burning passion, and I could not stand her jokes. And that was Aquafina.
I don't. I just like it was so bad. Like I walked out of that movie theater and I was just upset that
That
she
was
was in
all
the
that was on
movie.
my mind, as
I
I
know.
remember
And the
Aquafina.
fact that she was like the person who took down the thing, like how did she make that shot with like a day of
Bro.
training? There's no
Yeah, that
way.
was cheesy.
I just the forced like side character trope is kind of like it's funny the whole time is kind of I don't know. It's getting a little difficult for me because I like the kind of funny that like Haley Steinfeld's name, Kate Bishop kind of brings, where it's like awkward, kind of quirky funniness.
Yeah, I agree.
But when Aquafina's just there to spit dialogue at her main character every once in a while to remind you that you're in a Marvel movie, it's just like, oh boy. And
Yeah,
I
I didn't like
I
her.
didn't completely hate her.
I did.
I mean, it was cheesy. Like I don't know. They were just trying too hard. She wasn't serious enough. Like the whole time, like her character was meant to be a joke and to be funny, but like
Yeah.
they made her too much of a joke where it's just annoying at some parts.
Yeah.
But I didn't, I don't know, I didn't hate her.
No, I hate her
No,
so
I'll
much.
on rewatch. I don't know if it's because I saw tonight, but she had a few like actual good jokes, and I only watched the first hour again. But like some of the stuff was like kind of funny, you know.
No, it's
I
not.
think it was just the repetitive
No,
like
it's a
jokes,
lie.
especially at like bad times. You know, like the whole fight's going on. She's just this clumsy girl with an arrow who saves their lives.
Yeah.
Hard to believe. But,
And the mentor just like died in front of her.
I feel like they just
Right.
underwrote that.
So
Huh?
she had to take the shot and save the day.
Yeah. I felt like the sister was just like was underused. I don't know what she
For
really
sure.
did.
I think she's supposed to be either in the sequel or she's getting her own. She's gonna be more. She's like she was
Yeah,
teased,
because they like teased at the end, like she's a villain still.
Oh yeah.
and I feel like there's so much to explore with her because they kind of leave her past open ended when Shang-Chi like leaves the fortress or whatever, and then she's like, oh, he abandoned me since I was like 6 or whatever, and she starts that whole like black market fighting thing, and I feel like there's just so much there, and they barely even touched on
I
it.
know,
So
yeah.
I guess that's more for the future.
Yeah.
What's her name from Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Sharon Carter. She's still alive, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
She's kind of similar, like the
a little bit.
character leading like the black market type stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Erin's just weird to me because she was not like that
I know,
for
yeah.
so long. They just decided to write her like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No,
they
yeah.
are
Sharon
kind of
Carter was like a completely good person. And then
The snap.
I mean hopefully like her whole arc turning bad will be explored more. Because I feel like it was not explained that well. I mean, like I understand, but like it just I feel like they didn't go into depth that much.
but the
Oh yeah,
sister.
she was just mad, right? Because they like kicked her out of the country or something. She was a
Yeah, because
fugitive.
she sided with Captain America.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I
Right,
thought it was
for
something
like
with
this.
Thanos.
No, it had to do with the Sokovia Accords. Because they all went rogue. So that was illegal. And so they kicked her out, I think. Or she like ran away. I'm pretty sure.
And then she went to that one place, island pirate place. Yeah, that's kind of off topic, but
No, it's interesting because I don't even think about the Falcon Winter Soldier anymore. So that was like
I know.
a good revisit. I mean, we were talking about pros, but I do like because we keep tying back to this like that one part with Aquafina shooting the bow, but the part that really like tanked for me. Like I thought the movie was moving so well, and like each like sequence was so exciting, and it was like, but right when they get to that mystical land or whatever, it just like stops for like 30 minutes. And I like remember I thought it was just me, but then I looked to my side and Ethan was on his phone. I looked to my other side, Nick was on his phone, and I like and what's his face? Thomas fell asleep. I remember because he was like, I was actually enjoying that movie, and Thomas was like out, like cold. So it like wasn't just me. That was like the weirdest experience because I've never seen that. But
But and then they started airbending.
yeah, just underdeveloped, I guess. It just was a little random.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I feel like the whole movie like moved pretty slow, and then at the end, like they had too much left.
Yeah, exactly. They kind of
Yeah, it was not paced very
they
well.
realized that they had so much to fit in still. So okay, guess we're done. Final fight.
I just feel like I don't know. There was like a lot of exposition, but I feel like I mean it was necessary, but it slowed the movie down a lot.
Yeah, I think it also felt that way just because the beginning was so like still grounded, but like the Ten Rings were like mystical enough, you know. But they had like practical stuff, and then like I think it just felt like two separate movies, which is why it felt so slow. Like that whole second half, not even like the third act, but like yeah, the whole area, that mystical town,
Yeah.
like a completely different
So-
story that they threw in with like the whatever demon dragon soul guy. I don't know.
Was it the rings that made him go crazy, or was it the dragon?
I think it was just the dragon, but I don't remember if the rings played a part in it or not.
Because they said like he'd been wearing them for too long,
Yeah,
Yeah.
think-
but then like
think that
he'd
they're-
also been wearing them for like 5,000 years or
Yeah.
whatever before, and he was fine.
Yeah. I think
And
it
then-
was the dragon.
Okay, that makes more sense. Because now like Shang-Chi has them, and he wasn't like
Yeah.
concerned about it at all.
I think it wasn't like the rings that corrupted him. I just think he became obsessed with the power.
yeah,
And then but then like the dragon was the one like manipulating his head, saying that his wife was still alive, like behind the wall.
Yeah,
Or
that doesn't make
whatever it
really
was.
sense though. Like, how did the dragon contact him.
I don't know. You don't
Yeah.
need to know, Joey.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. And I feel like, yeah, I'm not really sure. And the rings, like their powers are really, really just like not specified at all. They can
Yeah,
kind of do whatever.
they do certain things towards the end that I'm like, wow, they could do that. That's
Yeah,
really
I know.
powered. But I don't hate that. I just like I hope we see more of like what specific
Yeah.
do so that I know.
Yeah, they just they like shoot blasts and
Yeah, but then like I swear they're like walking on them and stuff. I don't really remember.
They're like flying.
Floating, yeah, and flying. I
He
couldn't really,
like boosts himself up.
yeah. I remember
yeah,
that's like so I thought about Wanda's powers for a long time. I just did not know what they were.
yeah, it's just everything.
That's true.
No, the rings are just like magical Iron Man thrusters almost.
Yeah.
In fact.
As long as they like mix that, I feel like enough with like the actual like kung fu thing. I think that's cool. I thought
Yeah.
kung fu thing was gonna be like such a weird, like boring way to watch a movie, but they like held that well. And that bus
Yeah.
fight we talked about earlier, is still like that's like a top action movie in all the Marvel movies. It's been going for like a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I thought the kung fu part was the best, or like one of the better parts.
I like the creative use of their environment, like the bus thing. Like we haven't seen anything like that, and then them fighting on the scaffolding on the side of the building. That was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all the
Like-
fight scenes were done really, really
Yeah,
well.
like they handled everything with the actual fighting like really well. Keep it interesting. Because I love Winter Soldier, but it's a lot of shaky cam just fighting in the street. So
I don't know. It just Shang-Chi's like character, it just feels ingenuine, like this arc that he's supposed to have gone on. Like, cause like the way he's introduced, he just feels like I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it, but he's like he wouldn't be the type of person to kill someone, you know? And I get that he's like supposed to be hiding this dark part of himself, but like this whole idea that he went on this mission or whatever when he was like what, like 15, right?
yeah,
And he killed someone. Right? Did he kill him or did he spare
I
him?
think he
I
did.
think he go through with it, but I think he like got there and then he had to run away because he didn't do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, whatever. I don't know. It just like doesn't feel like his character that much. I
think
just
it's
didn't
'cause
believe it.
they were trying to make like him and Aquafina both like kind of comedic characters. So like you can't have a comedic character who also is like a secret assassin.
Yeah.
It just doesn't really fit.
Well, I mean, you can have like dark characters who are funny, like Thor.
But they don't sell it enough.
Yeah, like Thor's character has done really well, where he's like, I mean,
Funny.
I guess near the end, he like when he started to lose everything, he became less funny, more serious, but still.
No, I think Joey was like right in the sense that they try to make them comedic, like because Thor's just funny because he's Thor and he has all
Yeah.
this. But I think it was the way they set up Shang-Chi, like him singing karaoke at night or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Having this like whole goofy like American life or whatever, and then you find
Yeah.
out that he has like it was just hard to believe that he was a secret assassin, like you were saying, or both of you, I guess. It was just like
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
having that childhood, you wouldn't. I feel like you wouldn't just, I don't know, be a valet driver and
yeah, no.
just get drunk and I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, it was definitely kind of weird.
Because of that, it doesn't feel like an arc. Like oh, he's struggling with being a killer. Oh, he decides not to. It just felt like a straight line where he like never was a killer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like when he was like mad in the mystical land, like it didn't feel real. Like he
Yeah.
didn't feel mad. I don't know.
What was he even mad about?
His
Mom.
dad.
Yeah, then he was like, I'm gonna kill him. In the
Yeah.
like, it's
Oh,
there's always those moments in movies or before the final battle. Like Steven was talking about how he thinks Kate Bishop's gonna find out Hawkeye. It's like whatever, they're gonna have a breakup type thing. In the show.
oh,
But it's like those down moments, and you could like actually feel the emotional weight, but like you don't feel it in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It just I mean, there's been like movies in the past and shows that have done like the concept of murder with a character like that contrasts that idea and they have to go through with that and they've done that really well like Avatar. That was Aang's like critical moment. I thought that was done really, really well.
Yeah.
And it like showed his character and in the end like that he is in that and he'll find a solution to like still save as many people as possible. I just feel like Shang-Chi like did not have that like aspect.
it wasn't a bad movie. Like I still think it was a good movie. Just like
Yeah,
they could have done like a couple like big things better, and then it would have been probably really good.
Yeah, it was like a few changes away from being great.
yeah. I mean, it was an experiment, so I don't blame them. Um, but I think there's definitely things they can take from this movie and learn from, and then take from it and like use it more.
Yeah, I think so in terms of like experiments, I remember Guardians was like an experiment because that was so different and wacky and it worked because they had James Gunn and went like all in. With Shang-Chi, it felt like they reverted back to their old ways, like we were saying, kind of with the CGI fight at the end. But Eternals, you don't have to like it because I understand it, like you don't, because I see more flaws. I think they like fully bought into the idea of this craziness and these celestials and stuff, and they went all the way through with that to the end. And I kind of respect that, because like that, I think that's what made me enjoy it. It's just because it was
Yeah.
so unlike anything I'd ever seen. Well, Shang-Chi felt a little bit familiar. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they didn't commit all the way. You can tell.
Did you guys make a video for Eternals already?
we have
No, we haven't.
I don't even like I don't know my thoughts on that movie, if I'm being honest. It's so confusing because there's so many things that I'm like, wow, this was so weird. There's things that I kind of like, so it's all confusing. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, coming out of that theater, I was like, oh, it's really good. But then the more I thought about it, it's like, there's definitely flaws. Like,
Yeah.
I knew there were flaws, but
hearing other people's opinions also opened me up to that too. So I was like, yeah, you're right.
yeah. I still got to
What
rewatch these movies.
was that about Eternals?
Yeah.
Had to.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I don't know. I was just kind of bored when we were
it
watching
was
it. Like,
slow. That movie was
Yeah. I mean, it's just like the way that they like organized the whole plot line with, like, they kept going back in time. It just like dragged the movie out.
it made it less interesting because you're having to catch up. Well, we'll say that, I guess.
Yeah.
This so Shang-Chi, like it was because the end credit scene where he like goes off at the wall and you see all these other Avengers and stuff, and they're like, oh, you're part of a bigger world. Yeah, it felt like whatever Iron Man movies. Anyway, this was like the most connected Phase 4 project I felt like because with WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier, Eternals, Black Widow, whatever, all those like we were all hoping for things that would tie us to other projects, but I feel like we didn't really get them. This one, they literally had like multiple characters, and you could see how he would team up because he met Wong kind of. And I don't know. I feel like this one's one of the few projects that followed through with connecting him to the rest of the universe.
Yeah. That's true. Because Eternals is like, that's like almost its own separate thing. It'll probably tie up in the end, like almost how Guardians did. Um, I mean, Black Widow, the only thing that really connected it was Yelena and Hawkeye and the girl from Falcon Winter Soldier. But yeah, I think this one definitely feels like it almost felt like they're leading towards a new Avengers.
are they gonna try and connect everything, like all the new characters?
I mean,
I do
I feel
wonder.
like yeah, but not.
Because then
It'll be a couple phases. I mean, not this. I don't think this phase.
it would just be like another Endgame and Infinity War,
Yeah,
I
and then
can't
it ends, and then I don't know, are they gonna do
Yeah,
a new phase after that?
that was
I,
so different
I
because
don't
the
know.
Avengers movies are like the culmination of these characters we've been with. But now you have like Loki happening over there, No Way Home over here, Eternals, and like Black Widow. Like I don't even think you can connect all these new characters. I feel like, but we'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's like not as extreme. But I mean, they had that in the past. I feel like there was Avengers, Guardians, Ant-Man was separate for a while. Spider-Man. Well, I guess Spider-Man was like connected from the beginning, but like they tied them all together in the end. Um, the Guardians hadn't even met the Avengers and all those people until Infinity War. So
It's true.
I think with like Shang-Chi though, and then Eternals, it just feels like not the same like universe almost.
yeah,
I don't know, just the way the characters are set up, and then like Eternals is way more serious. It just doesn't feel like I can't see Shang-Chi and Aquafina with Cersei and all the other guys. I don't
yeah.
know.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, there's no like they need to introduce funny characters that are actually funny. Like Infinity War was a funny movie for killing half the universe,
Yeah.
but like if I was picturing like another Infinity War, all the Eternals are like serious. Well, like there's some funny ones, I guess.
Well, no,
But
there's what's his name, and the camera guy,
Yeah, they're
all
fine.
right, that's true. That's true.
and Sprite is hilarious.
Okay. That's another conversation. I just realized like, that's another example of that. But she's not even trying to be funny. I just don't like her. Anyway,
I mean, yeah.
Druig was my favorite character, I think. I liked his like whole thing. But we'll talk about that later.
anyway,
Yeah.
today, like I don't know how coincidental that is, but they like announced that they're starting Shang-Chi 2 right now. Like the
Oh, yeah,
writing.
I saw that, yeah.
Oh, really?
Did you
So
send that? I don't remember.
I don't even know if that's like okay. What do we even want that to be about? I guess is my question. Like
I
I'm
don't even
open
know.
to the second one. Like I like the first one enough, but
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like if they, I don't know, just like write his character better. Like I just can't like I don't know. It's just his character is kind of just like for me. It was one of the weaker parts.
What would that movie even be about though? Like, are they gonna bring some other villain from his past or connect it? I don't know. Or then do
I
something
mean, it
with the
might be
sister.
someone like after the rings or yeah, his
Yeah.
sister.
But then I don't know. I feel like someone just coming for the rings. I feel like that could turn out pretty basic. Because then
Yeah,
you're just gonna be running and fighting the whole movie. I don't know.
that's
I
true.
think they'll try to tie it with another MCU hero because they kind of set him up at the end, the post credits
Yeah.
to be part of something
I hope
else.
it's Wong. I want
I
more
do too.
Wong.
Wong is the best.
Once he dies.
No, please no. Wong is
Is
the
he in No Way Home?
A little
He's
bit, probably. I don't know, maybe.
like, don't cast that spell. So I guess
Oh yeah.
for a couple seconds. He just shows up in like every project now.
So good.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd want them, like Steven said, to develop him more. I want them to focus more on the sister if they could. But I also don't want them focusing on backstory too much, because I feel like the whole other movie was about like, oh, here's your past and here's why it matters. Like I feel
Yeah.
like
I
forward
mean,
was
I feel like they don't even need more backstory. Like they've like fully explored their past, I think.
yeah.
Um I mean, other than like maybe like one or two flashbacks about their relationship.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, just more development, please. That'd be nice.
I
The
agree.
request to Kevin Feige. This is random, but did you see Kevin Feige actually confirmed Charlie Cox's Daredevil as well? Like the real Kevin
Oh
Feige,
yeah,
not made
yeah.
up Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Like there's like a video of him saying it. It's not like a lie this time. But
I still need to watch Daredevil.
Cameron
I'm
just
finishing up What If because I never actually watched the whole thing. I finished the episode with the zombies.
oh, that's good.
That's a good one.
Well, after you're done, Joe, you can watch our What If podcast.
That's
Yes.
facts. No, yeah, Daredevil is like, I don't know, it's like just one of those shows where like you can't find any flaws. It's
So
crazy.
Danny said it was his favorite show like he's ever watched.
It's
I
really,
believe
really
it.
good.
Danny was very into it, and I was happy because I didn't know if he would be because I was like, I don't know. I know I appreciated that a lot.
Like, it's not my favorite show just because I would rather watch other shows. But like in terms of like just like I don't know, like plot progression and character development and symbolism, it's like up there for one of the best
I
shows.
think it's reached the top 5 for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really hope he shows up. I feel like we've talked about Daredevil in like every single podcast now that we've had. It's hard not to because No Way
It
Home's
is.
not out.
I gotta like watch some like recaps. I know.
No, I did. I watched
I
recap
just
mode.
remember it being amazing.
It's so good. Hot takes on Shang-Chi for the TikTok. Just some general thoughts as such like this one. Shang-Chi is not a top 10 MCU movie. And people
Yeah.
are a little overhyping it. And I think Eternals is arguably better, although it has flaws.
I
And that's-
agree. All of
Okay,
us
I have
here
a
are
hot
Asian.
take.
We are not hating on Asians, but Shang-Chi is not like it's definitely not top 10.
My hot
Also-
take is that it is the best Marvel
No,
movie I have
okay.
ever seen.
Stop it. No.
Yes.
Aquafina
Oh gosh.
is a terrible character, and I wish that she died at the end of the movie. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about: where did the relationship come from?
Did it? Did it actually
They
happen?
like were holding hands and like what was that? No,
I
they were
feel, I don't know. I
friends
feel
the
like
entire time.
The writers probably just felt like they had to. I don't
No,
know.
they don't.
It's
I
like Ray
hate
and
why they
Kylo.
do that. They don't need to.
No, not Ray and Kylo. There's been times though where they're just good as best friends. The only movie I saw that didn't do that was Rogue One, where they don't kiss and
I
they
know, and it was so
die with
good.
people, and it was
Way better.
Did they? Oh yeah, they didn't kiss, but I mean, they were like.
Yeah, but whatever.
No, it was better. I liked it better.
They did. Aquafina and Shang-Chi have such good friend chemistry. As much as I hate her, but they have no romantic chemistry.
I know.
Like they
Yeah.
work
I
off
don't
each other
know.
well. They just
Why would you ever want to date Aquafina?
That is mean, Steven.
Dude, I liked her. She's like a good actress, I feel like.
she was funny in Crazy Rich
I
Asians.
know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what happened. She's not
Shang-Chi
good
should
with
date
women.
Wong before he dates Aquafina.
It's facts.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Father was good. Mandarin. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
he was good, but he's dead.
The one thing I didn't like about the father, though, I feel like, um, it didn't at the end. It didn't make sense to me why he didn't just stop. I guess he was like just too far gone by that point. But like, it was so obviously not actually the wife.
Yeah.
He's just breaking at a giant
Yeah.
cave.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't think
she's
he
in
was really
there.
paying attention to
But
stuff.
anyways,
But yeah,
Yeah.
I like that the scene was cool, that where he like passed the rings to Shang-Chi and he was like, wow.
oh yeah,
That was
and
cool.
then they became orange.
Yeah, I like the colors.
It was good.
The VFX is so good. Like it was good. It was just
It
like,
was really
oh,
good, yeah.
on
No, I
terms of
agree.
VFX though, my one complaint I already said after the movie, but I think the green screen backgrounds look really obvious. Like I like the actual
Yeah.
like. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like
I know what you're talking about.
I keep seeing clips of it and like it's just like it looks, the lighting looks a little off. Like their faces look way too like illuminated for like the clouds of the, I don't know. That's so random, but like I
No,
kept
I do know what you're talking about.
looking at it. I was like, that was filmed in a studio, and like I never even think that.
I don't
Yeah.
know how like you act well in a studio where you're just walking around with people and then like other people dressed in green morph suits.
See, that's the thing
Like,
with the prequels. I remember is all the originals were filmed in like real sets, so that the actors had better performances, but like they
yeah,
had the blandest performances in Phantom Menace because they were just in like blue screen environments.
it'd be hard to like actually make it feel real when you're just walking around in a green room.
Yeah.
Especially with CGI characters who aren't even next to you like that.
Yeah.
No, the original props were amazing, I feel like.
And then George Lucas went back and just peed all over it.
Dude, I was like, what is this CGI? And it was from the 2000s.
And it didn't add
So
anything
bad.
to flex.
It was literally the worst part of New Hope.
Yeah, it was.
The only part I made fun of, and it wasn't even in the original movie.
Oh, was that the um
It was like they're in the
Jabba the Hutt thing?
it was
When
right
he was flying
before
through the desert.
no. I think it was right before what's his
Besides,
name? The other guy?
dude, oh my gosh, and this is so Star Wars, but like Greedo literally like Han shot him first because he's a smuggler. Like, and then George Lucas went back and glitched his head to the side and had Greedo shoot first.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And he says McClunky. And I don't know why. Oh gosh.
Yeah, but it was right before that scene, I think, the tavern scene. It was like there was like a panning view of like the whole thing. And they were like
Dinosaur walking around.
yeah, it was so bad.
I want to talk about the sequels because one of the main things I want to touch on is everyone's like, oh, I want to see George's original vision, but I don't know. I don't think it was
Okay.
better.
I have a hot take.
Okay, let's hear it.
Shang-Chi is better than the Spider-Man prequels.
Oh, the Raimi?
Raimi?
No, wait. I meant I messed that up. Okay.
Oh,
Hot
Star Wars?
take.
Star Wars. Okay,
Shang-Chi
hot take.
is better than the Star Wars prequels.
I agree
Hot
with that
take.
statement.
That will get people mad.
I mean, it's facts, but it's just controversial.
And there's like very few MCU movies that are worse than the prequels.
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say Eternals maybe, even though I liked it a little bit. I feel like I'd rather watch Revenge.
I wouldn't, dude. That movie was so boring. Oh my gosh.
And the Eternals is also 2.5 hours, which is
Yeah, that's
slow
true.
burn.
I hate Revenge. I hate it so
The
much.
most loved like movie.
And it's not good, dude.
I promise you, it used to be.
It's like people forget about the whole B plot with Obi-Wan. Like that happens.
Just goes on a little adventure.
It's not good.
I mean, honestly, Anakin's the B plot. He's just kind of walking. Like I don't know who the A plot is.
Yeah,
Because
that's
Anakin's
true.
just kind of
No, yeah,
walking
there's
around
like just no you're
Coruscant.
just waiting for them to fight. That's it.
Yeah, it's so cool when they fight though. He's lightsabering. That was Braver's review of the podcast. I was about to get like he was like, "Oh, do not let the Coliseum." You're like about the 2 hours before that. He's like, "I don't care about that. I care about the lightsaber."
Yeah.
No, I was thinking of Obi-Wan's plot in
No, I
Attack.
know you're talking about Revenge. I'm just saying they have that same format where people just remember the
yeah.
final lightsabers.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I was talking about Obi-Wan's. I messed up in Attack.
Oh,
That was boring. No, but his in Revenge was slightly better, but still it was like the movie was just not good.
I got to talk about Mandos too. Before Boba Fett. Boba Fett comes out kind of.
Oh yeah. Is the Asian girl, is supposed to be like a main character?
Yeah, she's like the main sidekick, I think, but I don't really know why. But
She was like nothing as a character. Like
wait.
she had no emotion
Oh,
or
that Asian girl.
she's just a sniper.
yeah, she just shot guns and was like, "We must do this and fight."
She was in Clone Wars, right? Which one?
Bad Batch.
Was she in Bad Batch?
She
I
showed
thought
up
she
for that
was
one
in Clone Wars.
episode
Oh yeah.
on Cad Bane.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna do a podcast on this show, Steve.
We're not. It's so bad. It's not a good
Bad
show.
Batch?
Yeah, it's not a good
I
show.
thought you guys liked it.
No,
I liked like 5 episodes of it.
I like
Oh.
like 2. I didn't even finish it. It's
They
like
felt-
just so much filler. There's just useless plots that they go on, and you're just waiting for like the main plot to progress, and it just never does.
Wow.
It's not good. Yeah.
Anyway,
Hot
Alright,
take,
up
Nathan.
Shang-Chi.
Go. Make a hot take.
Final thoughts. Any hot takes and just final thoughts.
Hot take. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have any.
I like Hawkeye more than Shang-Chi.
Oh.
Colin hates Hawkeye.
Does he really?
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty cheesy.
I know.
I like it.
I do.
I don't mind it.
Hot take. Iron Man 3 is better than Shang-Chi. Even though it wasn't comic book accurate. I liked it better because Tony is better.
Comic character. Like, I don't even know where they pulled him from.
I don't know how like all these characters like did Stan Lee come up with every single like Marvel character?
I don't think.
And Steve Ditko. I mean, they were like the main writers, but
because that's crazy.
Oh yeah, him too.
There's so many.
Yeah, and they write like unique backstories for everyone. I don't really understand.
Yeah.
No Home comes out in like a week.
I know, that's so weird. We're gonna watch it.
With
So
soups.
excited.
We're gonna watch it with soups.
Dude,
Oh my God.
that movie theater would be
I got
crazy.
tickets. I'm so excited.
No.
It even says do not come if you like.
I know, yeah.
No, it's bring a mask and energy.
I would go there if I'd already seen the movie. Like I'm not watching the movie for the first time in that.
Night too. It's on like the 15th. It's like a
I
Wednesday.
know, yeah. It's not worth it because I want to actually watch the movie like the first time. Second time, like that'd be fun.
I saw his post like a minute after he made it, and then I like had the option to buy, but I was like, I'm not gonna do this. But I thought it was something else.
Should've.
And then like an hour later, they were sold out, like all of it. And I was like, oh, like
How many followers does he have?
2.5 million on TikTok or something.
And he probably got like 1 million just from No Way Home.
Dude, once that movie comes out, he's no, that's why I'm trying to post like we're turning into a No Way Home TikTok account, but I'm just trying to capitalize on that because
I know.
If anything's gonna blow up, it's the Spider-Man.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Anyway.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
Is that it?
A little bit of extra.
Like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of the latest content.
That's facts. Go follow our TikTok and Instagram. It's linked in the description at the post credits pod.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
It is now.
It is. And we're gonna be joining Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts shortly.
And
It'll be
unless the
soon.
thing that says now streaming on all platforms, it's not yet. I just wanted to get ahead of the curve.
It'll be like after finals, probably. Like during Christmas break. Maybe. Or this week. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But, logo will be finished soon. We have the name change already up. We're taking things to the next level, guys. We're gonna become
Like,
a
if I
famous
keep
podcast.
posting multiple times a day, I think
Oh well.
We're gonna blow up. Yeah. And our views and watch time is up. So that's good. Also,
What's
we've
the
been
average
posting more.
views
So.
per YouTube video?
dude, reels are such a hack, by the way.
I know.
I did
That's
not know
crazy.
that. And it shows all your like stats, and it's crazy. The first reel I posted reached like 200 some plus people, and we only have like 70 followers. So that means it's showing like on
Yeah, that's cool.
For you page. It's kind of cool.
It's probably easier to see than TikToks.
All right. Well, if you missed the old name, too bad. It's like wired in though. Like it's like
I know Nathan's student podcast time. Like I can't.
yeah. I mean, not that it has a
Doesn't
ring.
make any sense, but it was just like nice.
Steve, our although we took like a 6 month break, doesn't change the fact that our 1 year is coming up. Our little
I know in January.
What are you guys gonna do for the 1 year?
get
A
married.
special
We should
episode.
finally do the Apes movies. That's the reason we like. That was one of the reasons we started.
The reason we started is because we did not like it as much as Danny for some
We wanted to
parts.
rip on those. Oh my gosh.
Danny? Okay. Danny was like extreme. Liked them way too much. I don't know. I thought they were.
It made me hate them.
Yeah, like they weren't even like they weren't bad by any means. It's just like the expectations were
No.
like
It's the
this
second one. The other ones are fine. The second one is terrible.
first one surprised the heck out of me. Second one was
It's
disappointing.
way different. No,
Third
'cause
one.
the first one was like good because it wasn't a blockbuster movie almost.
Yeah, that's what third was a blockbuster, but it was good anyway.
It was funny.
Third was the
good.
third the one with
Woody
the
Harrelson.
snow fortress.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Woody Harrelson,
Yeah.
yeah, and it had like that monk, the one dude that was funny.
No, I'm next time we're watching those movies, I'm literally taking notes because I remember right after Dawn, we complained about that movie for like 2 months straight because I had all my thoughts, my comparisons to Black Panther. And online school didn't help because we were just typing away the entire like period.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun. We used to have arguments for like an hour.
Oh, Mephisto, like you could read all our texts. It's so funny. And then like when I won, it wasn't even sweet victory anymore. I was just like exhausted. Like by the time Mephisto didn't show up, I like wasn't even sweet.
I'm excited for the Apes movies. We gotta do this. That's the new plan.
Yeah.
It's like
I
what,
think we have
January,
to
like 12th or
rewatch those
something?
first.
I know, yeah, we'd
We're
probably do.
watching this group because they deserve it. No, but I think I mean Marvel stuff. I know that's all we're doing right now, really. But like I think that's gonna slow down after Hawkeye. So I don't think the next thing is Multiverse of Madness until then. So
Yeah.
When's
Yeah.
that supposed to come out?
So
That's crazy.
that's a bit. But it's not even that bad compared to like the year and a half we waited. But
That's true. Yeah, I mean, we just gotta catch up on Marvel stuff,
I have
and
like
then
5 months to catch up on like all the old projects. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exciting times.
yeah, and then we got some DC stuff, Star Wars, and then some like
Lock.
yeah, we got Legend of Korra.
And I want to start that new series, but just like it's the things part.
Yeah.
Again.
We do need to like just to have like movie discussions about things in
I
general.
think that I started thinking about that because like I was thinking about at the end of the Legend of Korra when I was like, do we want to talk about the live action Avatar? And then I was like, that reminds me, there's a lot of live action stuff coming out. People don't like the re it, so I want to
Yeah.
talk.
I feel like it'll like those kind of questions relate more to a typical podcast rather
Yeah.
than like a movie analysis.
Yeah, ours are like reviews. More
Yeah, like the only ones that we have that are like the first one where we talk about future of the MCU
Yeah.
and like R-rated movies.
Yeah.
And
After
then,
Hawkeye
yeah.
finishes too, I want to do a thoughts on Phase 4 as it started because there's gonna be so many things that have come out by the time.
Yeah, that's good.
But those will be the podcasts.
And we got to patch. Oh, well, we'll have Marvel content because at that point, over break, we'll probably. Do you want to rewatch the movies?
All the Marvel ones.
Yeah, because we're gonna do all the phases. We'll just grind through.
That I don't know. I don't know if I've even seen like I've watched every movie like all the way
Nathan, we
through.
gotta watch Incredible Hulk.
No, we don't. Like,
No,
yeah,
I've never seen
you
that.
can. It has to be done.
half of it on TV.
I've seen like all of it like multiple times. That's not good. We got to do it.
All right, plugs.
Okay. Yeah.
Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah. It's all in the comments. Joey's Instagram will be in the comments. So if you want to follow him, you go follow him.
Followed
Yeah,
by a verified person.
that's facts. Joey is
Will
famous.
remain nameless.
Can you get him to follow us on the pod or follow our podcast, Joey? And
I
sponsor
don't
it.
think he
Just
would
like
You're
respond to
good,
my
buddy.
message.
Yeah. So that's gonna be it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the discussion about Shang-Chi. Pretty average movie in all of our opinions.
I would
pretty
say
much.
above, slightly
Okay,
above
Joyce
average.
is slightly above, but, you know,
I liked it.
it was fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Okay, bye. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
There we go.